What was it about when on that visit that made you kind of pull that trigger a few weeks later?
Really, I think the day of the game, before the game, I want to say, the whole team, we all came on a visit up here, and they showed us around, and my whole team around. We just had fun up here. So being able to see that they had that love for me to let my basketball team come up here before the game, and it just showed me like this is where I wanted to be at.
Hey, Demello, coach was asking about you a while ago, and the first thing you said, just mentioned your maturity is a lot better, you think, this year. What do you think he's talking about when he says that?
Probably I'll say like helping the younger guys and just speaking more, talking more, and like at practice or in just the meeting rooms, around the facilities. That's probably around that.
Along those same lines, what is it like kind of looking around and you and Ellis are two of the older corners and having to kind of take on that role as one of the leaders?
It's kind of crazy how fast like just time fly, and I think me and Ellis are just ready to take the leading role and to help the guys that came in, the transfers, the high schoolers, even the younger safeties, and I think we're ready to take the role now.
What went into your decision to go to 8 this year?
It wasn't really no decision. I didn't really have a decision.
Yeah, just what have you seen and been able to learn from Khalil Barnes coming over from Clemson, and what has he brought to this defensive backfield?
He's a ball player, for sure, a ball hawk. He got this like he gets his hands on the ball a lot. He make a lot of plays. He brings like a lot of experience to this team in the safety room. So I like the way he fits in at the start position. Right.
What was the experience like for you last season, getting more playing time as the season went on, and at what point did you feel like, all right, I can handle being out here as one of the main DBs?
I say probably like, I wouldn't say like I wasn't comfortable, but I was comfortable in every game. It's just like everybody would say that they was nervous the first couple games, and it's like that. It was really like that for every game for me, but I was more comfortable with it before anything. And the guys out there that I was out there with, they really helped me out there.
Demello, how did you how did you process the Sugar Bowl loss, and what did you learn from it as you head to this offseason and get ready for the new season?
No comment.
What's the hardest part about playing cornerback or playing in the secondary in general under Kirby Smart? Seems like he's very protective and very demanding of his secondary.
I say the hardest part is you have to be physical, just like the guys up front and the guys on the second level. Really, all three parts of the defense, you got to be physical just as much as the defensive linemen or the linebackers.
What has stood out to you about Braylon since he's joined you guys and what he brings to the table?
I say he's willing to work. He's one of the guys who he's just getting better every day, and you can see it like on every practice and the walkthroughs. He really listening and learning.
You've been with Ellis for a while now. What do you think about where he is right now as a corner, and just how important he is for the entire team?
Ball player, better version of last year. His game gonna speak for itself this year, and they did a lot last year, and he's been working. And you're gonna see the work that he put in. So.
Kirby was just talking about the joy that Jacoby brings to the game as his teammate. What's a moment where you've seen that from him?
In practice every day, competing with him. A lot of like, he be in the slot a lot, so all of the slot guys, we all compete with him, and it's just fun being out there with him, and he make it a fun practice.
I know tackling is a big part of what you guys do in the secondary. You know, how much pride do you guys take in that, and how do you guys communicate that to the you got a big class of young guys? How do you guys communicate that to them?
Working on it every day. We like really emphasize on tackling like so much. Like if it's not the right, we'll redo it or redo whatever we want. So it's just everybody just got to get better at it, and the younger guys are they come along with it.
I want to ask about one of those younger guys in Caden. What have you seen from him as he goes through his first spring?
Very sticky. He's learning the playbook more now. He learning not just what he have to do, but what the people around him got to do, like the safeties or stuff or whatnot. So he'll be coming along good.
You mentioned how physical you have to be to play Kirby Smart secondary. We got Jacoby White here talking about how physical the wide receivers are, you know, when they have to block. Who's the toughest who's the toughest wide receiver as a blocker that you know, when he gets his hands on you, it's going to be tough to get him off?
I won't point out one person, but it's a couple of them I have
Point
to.
out two.
No comment.
Demello, what's the competition like at cornerback this spring, and what do you learn from a guy like Ellis, you know, who's had some success already?
I say just getting each other better every day. Not only him, but all of the guys in the corner room, and we just competing every day to be the best in the country.
One more. Two more. We'll do two more.
Yeah, give me a quick 30-second breakdown on the difference between playing man-to-man coverage in the slot like you're asked to do sometimes as opposed to outside the numbers.
I say it wouldn't be that much of a difference, but sometimes just playing a little bit farther off, and it's really not much different for me, I say, because I work on it so much at practice, and I became comfortable with it.
I know you don't cover tight ends per se. As far as Elijah Williams is concerned, I mean, what is he doing differently now to take advantage of that great size he has and ability to give you guys get secondary truck? I know he had, I think, a long touchdown catch the other day.
I say nothing really different about like this gameplay, but like for us wise, but I say something he has improved in is blocking.
All right. Thanks, Demello.
Thanks, Demello.
Thank you, everybody.
There you go.